Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Rod Fleming here, and I hope you're all well. That bit of cool weather, it's just gone. It's all really hot again. I don't know what to say about it, I don't know what to do about it. It's hot. Anyway, today I want to discuss a paper which I was pointed to from an excellent little site called Retalk, which is worth investigating, by the way. And the paper is entitled On Having Whiteness, and it's written by a guy called Donald Noss, who claims to be a psychoanalyst. It's no wonder that psychoanalysis, by the way, has got some bad reputation these days, if this is what psychoanalysts are going on with. Essentially, he says that whiteness is a condition that one acquires. It is separate, therefore, from actually being white. It's not defined how one would acquire this, or in what way it could be separate from actually being white. It is not defined in this paper how this claim is anything other than blatant racism. But never mind. It is 2021 and lunacy is par for the course. The condition is foundational. You can't get rid of it. Practically, once you've got it, you can't get rid of it. Oh, no. No way. You've got to go into great reams of regret and guilt, and it still won't work. You still won't get rid of it. This is utter, complete pish. And people are actually teaching this. You know, this is a published, peer-reviewed paper. You know, so it's given credibility. This utter nonsense is given credibility. So, let's be quite clear. Am I proud to be white? You're darn tootin' I am. Very much so. I'm very proud to be white. I'm very proud of Greco-Roman culture. I'm very proud of Renaissance culture. I'm very proud of Christian culture. All of these are white European. I'm very proud of the Enlightenment. I'm very proud of the fact that, you know, while most of the world, that is most of the world who could actually count, were using the abacus, we had calculus. Thank you very much, Isaac Newton. How could I not be proud of that? Which culture invented penicillin? How many lives have been saved by this? Which culture developed a cure for malaria? How many millions of lives have been saved by that? Which culture invented proper public health? And look at the millions saved by that. Which culture put men on the moon? Which culture put spacemen into orbit, where they still are today up there in the International Space Station? It's getting old now. Bits keep falling off it, but it's still there, and it's still a testament to the remarkable ability of white culture. And it's the tremendous amount that it has given to the planet and to society as a whole. No other culture comes close. Yeah, I love other cultures. You know, I've traveled widely in India. I love Indian culture, it's great. Chinese culture, great, very sophisticated, tremendous literature and art. But like I say, they were using the abacus when we had calculus. Okay? Everything they have learned, everything they use to put their own rockets into space, they learned from us. That's right, the white European guys. And it was primarily guys, let's be clear. So yes, I am very proud to be white, and I think that people like this character Moss should be tarred and feathered, quite frankly, and run out of town on the back of a horse, pointing backwards. That's what I think. Because these are people who are, I don't know what ethnicity Moss is, but if he's white, then he's absolutely repugnant character. How dare he use the education that was given him, courtesy of white culture, to then attack white culture? And that applies too if he's black, because he didn't get this stuff from black culture. Sorry. Who are the best mathematicians? The Chinese, probably. But whose mathematics are they using? Ours. Euclid, you know, Pythagoras. They were all white European guys. Every one of them. Isaac Newton, like I said, invented calculus. Who discovered the nature of DNA? Watson and Crick. Guess what? Two white guys. Two European white guys. Who invented the internal combustion engine? Yeah, wait, it wasn't a white guy, was it? Yeah, it bloody was too. Who invented the aeroplane? Two white guys. Actually, two white handymen. working in the sticks in America who thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to make a thing that flies, you know. And they had such ingenuity and creativity that they went out and they made a machine that flew. A heavier than air machine that flew. And yes, okay, Leonardo da Vinci, of whom I am also enormously proud, had made drawings of gliders 400 years before. Possibly, no, 400. But he never actually made them work. They were just in his head. But they went out and they did it. They made it work. They actually did it. And so many things that the world is proud to use, to make use of, and to incorporate into the daily running of the planet, incorporate into their daily lives. Who invented them? Who invented the technology that made them possible? Well, I'll tell you who it was. It's white European guys. I mean, a lot of them, yes, latterly a lot of them are in the United States, but, you know, if you're called John Smith and you're white, you're a white European guy, even if you are living in Nebraska. So we have to get a hold of these people. We have to realize that the finest culture, in many ways, there are other cultures which are incredibly sophisticated and from which we can learn huge amount. Culture is what I do. You know, that's what I've always studied. I've studied Mesopotamian culture, Egyptian culture, Indian culture, Chinese culture. I studied them all, and they're fascinating. There isn't that much to study in African culture, but nevertheless, that's which there is. I have studied. I've done practical work on the Benin bronzes. I've done, you know, culture is my thing. And I can tell you, there's a reason why white European culture, is so successful. And that's because it's bloody good. It's really, really good. It has got so many things nailed, you wouldn't believe. So why on earth should we feel guilty about it? Why should we feel guilty because some wee naff on a tenure that he shouldn't have thinks he can write papers about it? And then will doubtless, absolutely doubtless say, oh, but you're just exhibiting whiteness. Well, I'm bloody well proud to exhibit whiteness, Buster. I absolutely am. Being white is a good thing. Have you got that clear in your heads now? Being white is a good thing. I'm not saying it's better than anything else. I'm just saying it's a good thing. And it's high time people appreciated that it is a good thing. And the amount that we have done, we white have done. Who ended the slave trade? Just ask yourself. The slave trade that was African in the Americas had been going on for hundreds of years in Africa itself. It was started by, wait for it, Arab Muslim slave traders. Yes, it was. And then, latterly, instead of being shipped off to the Ottoman Empire and various other places where that's where they used to put them, they were taken to America. Who put an end to it? Who stopped it? I'll tell you who stopped it. We did. The British were not only the first to outlaw slavery, we used our Navy, the Royal Navy, to interdict it. We took slaving vessels, captured them, and released the slaves. That's what we did. We don't have anything to be guilty about. Yes, awful things happen. I'm Scottish, right? I am Scottish. So I know about things like the Highland clearances. I know about the wrongs that were done. But the fact is, these were hundreds of years ago, and they do not outweigh the tremendous achievements of white European culture. And by the way, both Highlanders and the Lowlanders involved were both white European cultures, you know. I'm proud of our art. Mozart. Who else produced a Mozart? A Beethoven? A Sibelius? Nobody. Who else produced a Picasso? Who else produced anyone that you can think of who has got value in art? They're white. They're white. And wait for this, it's even better. They're white guys. They're white men. European white men. We created the finest art in the world. It's huge. The Western body of art is enormous. And look at our literature. The canon is huge. It's absolutely huge. Especially when you take in all the languages that it's been written in. English, French, Spanish, German. And those are only a few. There are others. Russian literature. How can you possibly leave that out? And look what we've done. Look at our architecture. Look at the wonderful things that white people have done. And so why should we feel guilty about being white? I say no, 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 no. We should be standing on the rooftops yelling, we are proud to be white and we ain't gonna change it for you lot. Thank you so much. I'm glad you listened to me. I really enjoy ranting like that. I hope, sure you noticed.